Hi everyone, I'm Ms. Cho, and today we'll be creating and solving one variable inequalities. This is an Aspire to Do lesson. Since we're going to be working with word problems today, let's review our word problem strategy PACE. So PACE is 4 parts. We have, the first is the P. We're going to preview for purpose. This is the part where we find out what is the question asking. The second is to annotate. This is where we underline, we circle, we box, whatever you need to do to figure out what's important and what's not. The third is the computation. This is where we do the math and solve, and we answer to questions what is given and what is unknown. Finally, we examine our work. And this is where we check and see that if our answers make sense. Let's apply this to our word problem for today. So Kiara signed up for a free trial of Netflix so she can watch an anime show that has 130 episodes. So far, she has already watched 64 episodes and she only has 9 days left before the free trial ends. What is the minimum number of whole episodes she has to watch in order to finish the show by the end of the free trial? I'm going to write PACE here so we can keep track of each of our steps. So the P, preview, is finding out what the question is asking. So I found the question mark, and I'm going to underline the question. What is the minimum number of whole episodes she has to watch every day in order to finish the show by the end of the free trial? Next, I'm going to annotate. I see a couple of numbers here. I see 130 episodes in the show. I'm going to write that down as one of my givens. I see that she has already watched 64 episodes. And I see that she has 9 days left to finish her free trial. 9 days. What I don't know is how many episodes she has to watch every day in order to finish the show in time. To finish the show. And because my variable is a number of episodes, I'm going to call that E. We have all the pieces, but I'm not sure how these are related. I'm going to read my question again. I notice that it says, what is the minimum number of whole episodes she has to watch every day in order to finish the show? So minimum is a clue word. It tells me that we're dealing with an inequality with a greater than or equal to sign. And why is this true? Because when we talk about minimum or at least, that means we can do more than a minimum. That's allowed. Similarly, when we talk about maximum or at most, whatever we are given, we cannot go more than that. So that's why we have a less than for maximum or at most problems. But for here, we're talking about minimum, and so we're going to use greater than or equal to. So let's put everything together. So we found our question, we annotated, and now we're in the process of putting our inequality together. On the left, I'm going to write what she's watching, and I'm going to write what the total. So we know there's a total of 130 episodes. We know that she has already watched 64, and then she's going to watch E per day for 9 days. And that is going to be greater than or equal to 130 so that she can finish the show in time. I'm going to rewrite this so that's a little neater. We have more room to solve this. So this is 64. Remember, when we have a number times a variable, we put the number first. That's just math convention. So 64 plus 90 is greater than or equal to 130. We're going to treat this like just a regular equation and use my inverse operations to get my variables on the left and constants on the right. 64 is a constant, and it's on the wrong side, so I'm going to use my inverse operation of subtraction to move it to the other side. So I'm going to cancel here. This leaves me with 9e is greater than or equal to 66. I can divide each side by 9, and that gives me e is greater than or equal to 7.33. It might look like we're done, but we have to go back to the question. It says, what is the minimum number of whole episodes she has to watch? So she's not watching parts of episodes a day. She has to finish a whole episode. That's part of the problem. And so that means we're looking for a whole number that is greater than or equal to 7.33. And the nearest whole number that's bigger than 7.33 is 8. So let's check. Is it true that if she watches 8 episodes a day, she'll finish the show before the end of her free trial? So let's rewrite the equation. 64 plus 9e is greater than or equal to 130. In the place of the e, I'm going to substitute in the value that we found, which is 8. I want to check and see if this is greater than or equal to 130. So 9 times 8 is 72, and this is equal to, and then 64 plus 72 is 136, and that is indeed greater than 130. So that means she has to watch a minimum of 8 episodes per day to finish the show in time. That's all for today. We'll see you next time.